Your attention, please.
Yeah, baby! This is it! Yeah! Woo! Woo!
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Weekly Weigh-In. My name is Austin, and I'm a new man, and this week went pretty well. As you can see, we lost 1 pound, and I am officially now 40 pounds down from where I started 4 months ago, from 429 to 389. I'm making some great progress, and this week went really well. All the workouts went well. I stuck to my diet pretty consistently. In fact, I never went over this week, so I guess this was a pretty good, perfect week. I introduced deadlifts and leg extensions to my workouts, and they went pretty well. I was happy with how deadlifts went. I'll be posting a short tomorrow or the next day of that in particular, and I'm gonna be changing how I do these videos. So far, I have pretty much shown you that I am losing weight and that I am gaining muscle, and I haven't really shown you how to do that. And that was half of the reason I made this in the first place. So I'm still going to be recording my workout sessions, but I'm going to be uploading them as shorts at a later time. And that way you all still get to see the workouts if you want them. If you don't want them, then I'm going to keep making these videos. But now I'm going to be introducing topics to discuss in these videos. And there is no better place to start than with diet, because I'll be completely honest, diet is 90% of weight loss, and being consistent with the diet is the other 10%. A good diet can take you anywhere. I'm going to let you all in on a little tiny secret. You can lose weight without ever touching the gym or a weight or doing cardio. I don't recommend it, but technically, you can lose all the weight you want just by changing what you eat. But there's a whole bunch of complications with that. Like, if you do end up just eating and not exercising, like, you're gonna be pretty much eating nothing, and you're gonna feel bad because you're not. Exercise and weight loss go hand in hand, but theoretically, you could lose weight without exercising at all. And in fact, people that are super obese do end up having to do that because they can't exercise. Diet is everything when it comes to weight loss, outside of consistency. Consistency is just a given. It's the overarching. It's everything. That's all it is. That's all weight loss is: being consistent and being good at what you're doing. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a diet plan, and I'm going to show you my diet plan and what I do and what works for me and why I do what I do, and hopefully that will help you make your own diet plan that works for you, and we can go from there. But without any further ado, let's get into how to make a diet plan. Alright, so how do you make a diet plan? It's a little complicated, but it's not hard if you just follow what I'm going to say here. What you want to use, what I've used since I lost the weight the first time 3 years ago, and what I'm using now and what's working now, how I've lost 40 pounds in 4 months, I've been using the TDEE calculator. I'm going to have a link in the description. It's going to show you straight to that website. on this calculator, you enter your height, weight, gender, level of activity, body fat percentage. The body fat percentage is optional. What I do is I kind of just estimate it because I want to get a pretty good reading of where I should be. But it's totally optional. You can totally just forget that part and just run it as it is. But if you want a more accurate reading of what you should be eating, put in just a guesstimate of your body fat percentage. For me, it's like 45% to 50%. So that's what I put in, and it gives me results just fine, and it seems to be working for me. Once you enter that information, it gives you a page that shows your daily maintenance calories. Another little secret. Your body burns a bunch of calories just by existing. You don't even have to try for those. So that's pretty cool, right? But that's also why you don't want to starve yourself to lose weight. Because your body does need a certain amount of calories a day just to function properly. So it gives you your daily maintenance calories. What you're looking for with this is a table that says cutting, bulking, and maintenance. This right here is going to be our lifeline for the entire weight loss journey, and probably even after, because I'm going to be using this thing to bulk up and cut down again to get myself into a more lean situation. You're going to click cutting for now. For now, we're just clicking cutting because that's all we're going to be doing. This will give you the number of calories you need to eat to be within a 500 calorie deficit for your daily maintenance calories. All that's saying is that you're eating 500 calories less than you should be so that you can lose weight. And this is a small enough calorie deficit to make it to where it is a sustainable deficit for a weight loss diet. That's going to be going on for probably, if you're like me, at least a year from now. So you want to make sure that you can maintain it. This will also show you your daily macro recommendations. Your macros are your proteins, your fats, and your carbs. It'll give you a couple options. You can choose between like a higher carb diet or a lower carb diet or just a moderate carb diet. I mean, any of those will be fine, but your body composition will be different depending on which one you choose. It's not really that important for just weight loss, but yeah. So do the TDE calculator. You'll get your calories that you should be eating, and then we can actually talk about what foods we put into those. I'm going to show you what I do with I don't really follow the TDE macro recommendations. I tailored my own diet that I used when I lost weight the first time because I found something that really worked for me, and that's what I'm doing. It's still pretty much just a low-fat diet, but you'll see in a second. But yeah, you have your calories now. Let's figure out what we should be eating.
A few moments later.
Alright, so what do I eat in a day? Since I have experience with weight loss, since I've lost about 100 pounds before, I have opted to put myself in a 1,000 calorie deficit instead of a 500 calorie deficit. I'm going to tell y'all, really, it's hard for me to eat more than 3,000 calories a day. It's also very expensive. So what I did is I scaled it back a little, and I just eat a lot of protein to keep myself full, and to keep myself feeling full. My total calories a day is right there up at 2,800 calories a day. And that means that my cutting calories from the TDE calculator would be 3,300, but I've taken off 500 more calories because I feel comfortable in a 1,000 calorie deficit, at least for now. If I don't, then I can increase the calories and just fill it with more healthier foods. But right now, I'm doing fine. I don't really feel hungry at all, usually, which is good. It means that I'm doing something right. But what do I eat in a day? Usually in the mornings, I will start my day off with a parfait. And the parfait is made up with 230 grams of low-fat plain yogurt. I've got props. 140 grams of blueberries or whatever berries you want. As long as it adds up to about 70 calories, you can have whatever you want here. Berries, don't do candy or something. Get those vitamins. I add 40 grams of oats for some fiber, and I do 3 tablespoons of sugar so that I don't end myself. Because if you just have that, it's going to taste a little bit bad, and we want this to be sort of like a dessert thing. It ends up being about 500 calories, 23 grams of protein, 86 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of fat. And it tastes amazing. I promise you will like it. And this gives us a good source of fiber, and it gets some carbs in, gets us some energy for the day, and gets us a good amount of protein. It's going to help us reach over that 200 grams of protein mark. Right now, for muscle gain, you're supposed to be eating about 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body fat. The thing is, I'm 400 pounds. I don't want to be eating 38 or like 3,600 grams of protein. Or, no, 360 grams of protein. Sorry, math. So, I've tailored my protein intake to be where I want to be rather than where I am. So I've stuck with about 200 grams of protein a day because my goal weight is 250. So 80% of 250 is 200. Okay, done explaining that. Okay, after the parfait, I have a protein shake. Now, my protein shakes are not your basic protein shake, and for those, I use a specific brand, Gold Standard Optimum Nutrition Whey Protein. I use this one because it is the biggest bang for your buck. It's pretty cheap in comparison to the other protein brands, and one scoop gives you about 24 grams of protein, and that's really good for what we need. Okay, so I get 8 ounces of milk, and I put 3 scoops of protein in it. Now, that may seem excessive. It might be excessive. And the protein shake is very thick, but it also allows me to get in all the protein I need very, very efficiently. I don't get a lot of fat with them. I don't get a lot of carbs. In fact, let's break it down. One protein shake comes out to be about 80 grams of protein, 20 grams of carbs, and 8 grams of fat. And it's 480 calories. That is fantastic for what I'm doing. So I'll take one of these before the gym, and then after the gym I have another, but I add oats into it for more fiber so that my gut doesn't, and this ends up being about 630 calories. And if you're seeing a pattern here, I'm adding a lot of big items into my meal. My basic philosophy is I want to eat something that is super efficient. I don't want to waste my time eating something all day. If I could get all of my calories and nutrition in to a single pill and take it, I would. I wouldn't worry about it. But that's not the case. And I do love food. Of course, I love food. So I do like eating. And now we're getting to the part where we already have about 185 grams of protein, and our carbs and our fat, our carbs are at like 90 grams. That's still not high in comparison. We're in a place where we can kind of just like shove something in there and we'll get something that's pretty good. As long as you don't just have like pizza or ice cream or something. Like, as long as you have a good hearty meal, you're going to be fine. For me, I take a big old can of Dinty beef stew. If this ain't your thing, you can sub it with something else. In fact, there's probably much better options than this. But I take a can of these, and I take 4 Sister Schubert rolls, and that is my dinner. It's nothing fantastic, but this does come out to be about 37 grams of protein, 39 grams of fat, and 61 grams of carbs. I have them written down here, and I'm doing math in my head. And then after that, I'll have like an apple and a banana. Each of those are about 100 calories, and it adds about 50 carbs to my total. So at the end of the day, what we're looking at is 2,795 calories, 213 grams of protein, 51 grams of fat, and 246 grams of carbs. That is pretty good. Like, that's about that's the ratio I want. Protein and carbs about the same, and fat to be as low as possible. So that's what I do. This is probably not the best. This is not the best diet, I'm sure, but it's a pretty good one. And it works for me, and it keeps me just eating like 4 times a day, and they're all super big. They keep me full, and most times I don't even want the apple or banana. I still eat them anyway just to get my calories in, and for some vitamins and potassium and all that stuff. But yeah, that's what I do. There are many other ways to build your diet. This is just an option, and options are good. So find something that works for you. Try to keep that fat low. Keep the carbs and protein about the same, and you'll be fine. Again, the only thing that really matters right now for weight loss is the calories. Composition of the calories don't really matter until you get lower weight. So, another thing. If you want to lose weight really fast, one of the biggest things I can recommend is to stop drinking pop or soda or caffeinated or carbonated beverages. I'm from Kentucky. We call it pop here. But I stopped drinking pop, and I'm not joking. The first week I lost about 8 pounds. It was crazy. And it happened the last time I lost weight too. I don't know why. But yeah, not drinking soda will help you lose weight, at least initially. After that, it's the slow burn. But for me, I drink mixed berry, green tea, Lipton. It's super simple. It tastes like juice, and it keeps me from having to drink water all the time. But yeah, that is everything I do when it comes to diet right now. I do have cheat days on the day that I weigh. I have a cheat day because I don't want it to affect the day that I weigh, so I push it as far away from the day as I can. So take that for, as long as you don't eat over 4,000 calories, or we'll say over 5,000 calories in a single day, you can have whatever you want on your cheat day. I don't care. I do it so that I can still indulge in the things that I liked before. But yeah, that's all I do for my diet. Alright, so after saying all of that, what should you do? Someone who has never dieted before, never touched the gym before, is brand spanking new, trying to lose weight, trying to become better. Just count calories at first. Don't try to figure out macros. Don't worry about micros. Don't worry about vitamins. Don't worry about B12. Don't worry about omega-3. Just focus on calories for now. It is a very deep ocean. Right now, you just need to put your toe in and try to lose a little bit of weight by counting calories. eventually you can work into trying to figure out your macros, what you want to be. And again, my diet is not the only way to make a diet. There are plenty of diets. There's a vegetarian diet, there's a carnivore diet, there's keto diet, there's Atkins diet. My diet is pretty much just a glorified Atkins diet. And each of them work fine. As long as they are good for you and you can maintain them, they will be fine. There are plenty of examples of people using those diets to lose weight, and they're all relatively healthy, and it's good. But you need to do something that works for you, not something that works for me. Your diet plan needs to work for you, just like my diet plan worked for me. So, just don't starve yourself. Because if you starve yourself, you're not going to gain muscle. And you're going to lose fat before you lose muscle. You're going to look worse than you did when you started. And it's really, really bad. It's a dark path to go down. And we don't want to be caught in the gutter when we still got a long way to go. But with all that said, thank you all for watching. And please, if you enjoyed this, like, comment, and subscribe. And please share this to somebody who needs it if they are trying to start a weight loss journey. And if they need a little bit of advice on how to diet, this video is a very good starting point for them. But remember, there are only 3 things that matter in weight loss: consistency, consistency, and consistency. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.